As we was cruising over on the ferry, I was looking at the boat and I was like, whoa, are we really going on that boat? It looks like a boat from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And I was quite excited, you know, having a look at it all around, the wood, tall sails and masts. And thinking, we got to climb up to the mast, you know, look how high it is off the water. As we jumped on board, the crew gave us a safety induction. They just showed us the different lines, the escape routes that we had to go through if there was an emergency, where all the EPIRBs were, our life rafts and all that type of stuff.
These life rafts are 25-man life rafts, so we've actually got capacity here for 100 people. So practically we'd only have to launch 2 or 3 of them. They all have their own first aid, repair kits and all that sort of thing.
After the inductions, we were all divided into 3 groups called watches. Each group was led by 2 professional crew members each.
Okay, yellow's the shoulder strap, so you put it on like a jacket, okay? One over one shoulder, one over the next. Once it's on your shoulder straps, then you do your carabiner. Okay, very good.
We're doing a traineeship at Workboats Northern Australia, the Duck Pond. And we're training coxswains. We're going to get our coxswain certificate, and after that eventually make our way up to our Master 5s, and then whatever you want to do after that.
I sort of would put more time onto my coxswain certificate that I'm going for at the end of this month, hopefully. It'll give me a bit more sea records, experience on sea.
I've always wanted to be on boats for a while now, and I've had the opportunity and it's come up, and I'm going to take it and just see how far I can go with it.
I think, yeah, the sailing experience is going to be a lot of helpful to us towards our traineeship and our career, yeah.
Okay, so pull that out and feed it down. Yep, and then push it down here. Yeah, so you're pulling and pushing.
When your watch is on duty, there are tasks to perform, such as steering at the helm, bow watches and stern watches, climbing aloft, and sail handling.
You guys are on the sheets, okay? So we've already cast off the bunts and the reefs. They're just going to run by themselves. But what needs to happen first of all is we need to sheet the sail home. So you guys will be hauling on the sheets. Marianne and Pete will be easing off on those clews.
So pull down towards your cleat. Yep, so you got your weight. Now pull, when you get your weight, push it down towards the cleat. That's it.
Every time we're bracing, we belay on one side, and then those hands come across onto the port side and help firm up.
Keep going.
On the sheets, you may take your lines down to no turns. Let's see what we can get over, guys. 2, 6. 2, 6. One more, come on. Excellent, guys. Good job. Thanks very much. Mainmast, get ready to knock off. And mizzenmast, thank you for your help. Well done.
The most enjoyable thing is actually realising that you can actually get along with a group of complete strangers.
Team effort's always a big thing in society, especially on this boat. All we got is ourselves and the people around us.
Steering at the helm involves 2 different tasks. You either got the brawn, who focuses on what spokes you have on the wheel or at the helm, and the brain is just more focused on the course. So keeping on the right course, not losing where we're going.
To be in charge of something like this is a large responsibility, and it's quite overwhelming to actually know that you're the one that's getting it to where it's going. I've never been on a sailing boat before, and I've never been out to sea this long, and I'm going good, and I'm having a good time and enjoying every minute of it.
Yeah, working at team, it's giving me more confidence than that.
I'm just about to climb the riggings up to the top of the loft, and I'm feeling pretty confident. Not good at climbing at heights, but
Climbing into the rigging, it's quite a big thrill. You know, you look over your shoulder and you're like 35 metres above the water level, and then down on deck is really high. You're like, oh, I hope I don't fall.
pretty scary, tense, and it's pretty high. Climbing up there is like you're on top of the world.
Yeah, it was pretty scary, yeah.
Climbing the ropes, really, that's the biggest challenge.
I think a lot of these boys are feeling very proud of themselves for what they've achieved on the boat, especially their families. I think the families would be very proud of them as well, sailing an 18th century boat, climbing the tall mast, handling the sails.
We've been out here for about a week now, and I've sort of got the hang of everything, know all the sail names. And
I just hope I do get better in this, and find myself in the future sailing more bigger ships than this.
At about 9:30 every morning, we have a thing called happy hour, which involves just getting the ship into ship shape, so cleaning every part of the boat. Think of it as a happy hour. It's not anything like that.
The biggest challenge for me is definitely the cabin fever that comes along with it, and just not seeing land for so long. And I mean, it's not like you can just jump off the boat and go do whatever you want like you can when you're at home.
Night watch, that's the least favourite of mine. You stay up hours and hours and you don't get much rest.
The hardest trip with me on this vessel was being seasick most of the time I've been on the vessel.
And yeah, being away from home, I feel a little bit homesick as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a good opportunity. Not many people get to do this, so just got to do it.
Yeah, not many other people get to experience hauling ropes on an old 18th century sailing ship, so being a part of doing it makes you feel a very privileged person to be able to do it.
The thing I've enjoyed most on here is climbing the mast, because that was a challenge.
Yeah, loving the sailing side of it, working the ropes and that too.
It's been sensational.
Nah, this is definitely a voyage of a lifetime. I'll remember this all my life.
Just like everything, it has its ups and downs, and there were some good times and there were some pretty difficult times to get through.
Yeah, as an Indigenous person, I'd say this is probably the best experience I've had from out of my comfort zone.